Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, yours truly, once again, Yosef X. And I would like to talk to you briefly about the importance of mental health. Mental health is extremely important because it's a part of who we are. We cannot be productive men and women, and we cannot have our young people to be productive young men and young women without having a healthy psychological apparatus and psychological hygiene. Unfortunately, too many times we sweep the subject of mental health under the rug. Too many of us are suffering from depression, bipolar, mania. We're also suffering from suicidal thoughts and tendencies, all because of the everyday stress of life. I'm here to tell you that if you feel that you are getting ready to have a psychological breakdown, get yourself some help. Too many times we are so prideful as men and women, as adults, and we do not get the necessary help that we need and we deserve. Not just when it comes down to depression or being bipolar or being suicidal, but also depression. Now, I'm not a psychological expert, but I do believe that depression is a form of mental illness. It hinders one to keep them from being able to do the things that they enjoy doing. It keeps them from being able to enjoy life itself. In my case, I lost my mother 2 years ago tomorrow. It'll be 2 years since the anniversary of her passing. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about my mom. Both of my parents are gone, unfortunately. But this death with my mom is extremely new. It's extremely fresh because, as I've said, it's been 2 years tomorrow. However, although it's been 2 years, I've been hurting myself because I have been suppressing the hurt, the pain, and the despair of losing mom. It wasn't until yesterday I went to therapy and I told my counselor everything that was going on. I told her everything that I was feeling, everything that had been going on with me. And once I got all of that out, as painful and as emotional as it was, I felt like a brand new man. Now, the pain is still there. The grieving is still there. But in my going to my counselor, I also recognize the fact that I have to be so much more consistent than I have been. Just because I started off going to therapy when she first passed away and I got better, and then I stopped going, that was a huge mistake. Just because I was feeling better, it didn't mean that I was supposed to stop going. It meant that I was making progress. So I urge you, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, find the best counselor that you can find. Now, I also understand that you all pray and you all meditate, which is important. It's paramount. I am a believer in the Most High. But simultaneously, I owe it to myself to continue to, in addition to really start praying and meditating and seeking the Most High's face more so, I also recognize getting counseling, getting the help to overcome my mother's grief, or my grief for my mom, is important, because what affects one directly affects others indirectly. Yes, I'm doing this for myself, but I'm also doing this for others as well. So my appeal to you, stop sweeping the subject of mental illness or mental health under the rug. Just like your spiritual health, your physical health, your emotional health, your financial health is important, so is the mind. So is your psychological apparatus, your psychological hygiene, because it is a part of who you are. It's a part of who you are. Thanks for listening to me. I'll see you next time. One love. Peace.